Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Now that's a flesh wound. You really know how to move. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop wants you to make it a priority to come looking for him whenever you're feeling down. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your... He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why you're Muma. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that... But you need practice. Lots of practice. You just need more time in the surf. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to... She's not unhappy with your progress, but you should know, practice makes as long as it doesn't... She'll see you at the village square. She... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're... He's learned that things are never... He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thing. He thinks... You He wonders what useful... Sometimes he's an expert, but he can work... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you He appreciates those... He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the... She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it.
Andro, anora kapapom.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Tukonda, brumble marsamambunundo.
She worries about you. Sometimes you They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of... There's no... He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and the most important... It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll leave the quick part to you. You're the martial artist, after all. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you've... He's gathered so much. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you... Says at least dirty hands. He said...
Papa Zulu.
The style might be too edgy for his...
Fiona.
Agrees. At least that...
Fiona.
You should take it with you. Wear it to practice.
Ja, la fea fluch.
He's sure...
Como uno shala
He's looking... Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Mustiki muhka,
Hopes you're as ready.
brumblele marsamon. Beri,
She said...
beri, varsan kasaman varut.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it.
Ferena masalapu.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Pial tu, ma.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Tropalo.
That's all she's ever asked of you.
Andro, tate ko baba saktin.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Anaro lute.
Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things is for you to thank them. Catchy.
Tukonda.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Anaro lute. Do male tuk.
Thinks you could say that about everything. She hopes you have better days ahead.
Kamonu. Ansongbara.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Brumblele marsamon bunundu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Inadabsunka.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Arialoche nui mumera.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Pala.
Says a good rest makes you... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop LUPA-LUPIN from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. There's... Whatever happens, she tells you to stay back. This is her fight.
Asana yotutupu kamonu.
She loves how... Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity, when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Nice. Close encounter. Smirked. You're injured. It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. Look, an emergency box from the old days. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Concussion. Shot. You could put that to good use. Should you stay, or should you go now? That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and Toxanol never cared about the waste, as long as they didn't have to pay. There must be. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. This corner of the world is called Bricktown. Whatever you do, do it right, or don't do it at all. Looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. Just a few moves left. Make them count. It's not the fry sparker that's the problem, it's what's put into it. Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Better hold on to that. You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just... No, it was never nice. It was new. The tracks moved on. Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. Let's see. Never. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it. Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you if you want to be one. Everyone loves a good hat. Those are the kind of things you need. Not your size, but it'll work. You got something great in the making? That's a little too much for you yet. Nothing can slow you down. Wonder what oddness you could get up to now. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. Another one bites the dust. The deep cut. Hard to see too far in the darkness. Punch the ticket. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the CHUGYARD back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about them. The Toxanol Corporation used to run CHUGYARD. The rails used to be filled with chugs packed. You're on the right track. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Your energy is empty. Bullets everywhere. Chop, chop. Let's see. A story has got to keep moving forward. Flash and slash. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the... Oh, and he says he knows you. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can... But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. He'd... You still...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is...
Don't ever doubt yourself. You...
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Would like to know if you ever doubt the choice... Understand... Wonders if you like... But Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring... You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mectons. It's the part of the land that suffered most. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. New day, new start. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. It's relaxer clock somewhere. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. In the old days, this was a port for boats. They made a lot of green, which is all they really cared. You should be able to find a track here. Such a bright day to wander around in. Let's see. Gulpo ain't the easiest. Says it's good to see you again. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all peaceful. He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one. Goop says our memory keeps things for us, and he understands you've returned to face LUPA-LUPIN. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's now the time has come. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't.
See? On my side. Go, dog, go.
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Darkly dark, dark.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like? Hit the open surf, then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Figures the world is a goner. Wishes you hadn't done so much to... Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. Figures you must have met different Jagni than he has. But hey, back to the goo. He can't. You're lucky. Don't forget the past. Learn from it. Up, down, all around. Focus on your goal. Just a few moves left. Make them count. can't be too many days like this left at the rate the world is ending. Well, what do you know? Eventually, you're gonna figure something out. Looks like it could cut anything. You're not capable enough yet. That ain't bad. Damage. Right in the face. Wow. Handy.